Hi guys, today I just want to take a few seconds to talk about something that I think is very important. If you want to be a high performer, if you want to succeed in life, there's one thing that you need to master, and that thing is communication. So, number one, if ever you're communicating, try not to rush it. Just take a step back, pause, and ask yourself, what am I about to communicate? Ask myself, is the person available? Can they really speak? Because I need to communicate, and I need to communicate very clearly. I need to communicate very effectively. And if I do this rushing, I will just, speech just kills accuracy. And of course, number three is information can be lost. So whenever you're trying to communicate, really just take your time and see if you can't do it in a manner that is optimal. And of course, the second step is try to break the ice by just greeting the person before you communicate anything. If there's a deadline to be met, if there's something you don't understand and you quickly want to ask them, just break the ice by greeting the person. Just say, hey John, how are you? No, I'm good. Great, can I quickly speak to you about this, that, whatever the case may be? And in this way it sort of comes across as less confronting, because whenever people communicate with each other, we have this thing of, no, I'm confronting this person because of XYZ. So just break the ice by greeting first, asking the person how they are, just setting the stage for you guys to really sort of have a good interaction and communication that is successful. Of course, the number three step is then you explain the details. You've established a good time to communicate. You've broken the ice by greeting quickly and finding out how things are. Now you have to bring the details. The details is just to say, can I communicate to you about this? What do you think about this? How do you feel about this? Stuff like that. So this is the stage where you really share information. And of course, active listening is needed, because you need to interact, you need to engage with each other to say, no, but it is actually X amount versus this amount, stuff like that. So this first step, this third step is also very important to say that, can we share information in such a way that we can really be constructive? Then of course, the fourth stage is the setup for the request. This is basically to say, okay, whatever we've communicated in stage 3, is there something that I need to delegate to you? Is there something that I can hold you accountable to say, okay, this is your action step that you need to take. So once I walk away, this is what's going to happen. And of course, do it in a manner that is respectful, to say, can you please get X or Y on the line? Can you order this? Would it be possible for you to tick off this and that, and so forth? So this number 4 is really just setting up the request. Is there something that you need to delegate? Is there an action step? What's happening based on the communication and the details that you had in the third stage? And then of course, number 5 is the follow-up and the feedback. This is very important, you guys. I know this is the one that I'm still really trying to master, because once you've done number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you come to stage 5, this is usually where I still get it wrong a bit. I don't follow up. And that is something that I can admit to myself. I can admit that to you guys. I'm very good at the first 4, but I think I'm still failing a little bit. But me making this video and me sort of reminding myself again, it's just to say, okay, I can get better at this. So maybe a day after, a week, 6 months, or even a month or a year later, you need to go back. You need to ask, hey Johnny, I spoke to you about XY. We agreed that these were the action steps. Could you get it done? How long is it going to take? And all those little things. So you really need to go back. You really need to find follow-ups. You really need to find feedback. In this way, the communication is ongoing and there's always progress. I heard Ed Milet say to Pedro Sculian the other day, or way back, he said to him, he considers Pedro's as a world-class communicator. And I know these 5 steps might not make you a world-class communicator, but I think these 5 steps will take you sort of in the right direction and maybe to the next level of you communicating a little better. This point at stage 2 is very important, you guys, especially, like I said, in confrontational situations. But all these 5 stages are really needed for you to communicate better and just to get your message out there, get the job done every single day. So consider these 5 steps. I hope this helps. I really hope communication can be something that we can all work on and just become better together every single day. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Stay well and stay blessed.